But with that said, for the time being, I totally forgot a door. No, wait. Ah. Okay, they're already leaving. No chance. Alright guys, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Little Big Workshop with me, Spacefish. And welcome back to this incredibly huge production chain. Welcome back to 52,000 bucks on the accounts. I think we're doing pretty good at the moment. I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. With that said though, we do have a few research points which I am looking to spend. Only 2 of them, so not really too many choices right now. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a closer look. We could get additional contracts through direct marketing on the one hand side, or get assembly specialists on the other hand side. And the question is, do we want assembly specialists now? I'm thinking I may want that to happen. I'm really not quite sure. Maybe it's even... No, I think, honestly, let's actually save these research points for now and use them for something more useful in the future, because I don't think we really have that crazy much going on that we really need those guys just yet. So with that said, we only have the kitchen multi-tool still in the queue. And it looks like a few of these guys are somewhat idling. Not too bad, you know, like there's definitely still a bunch of things to take care of. I just do think that we should probably have a second side project going. And I think this one is a decent one. I'm pretty sure I already have a plan for it as well. Which maybe... Actually, I don't have a plan for it, apparently. I'm missing something here. So let's try and set a plan up for that and maybe take on that contract. Firstly, before I forget about it, click that patch icon. As always, guys, never something you want to forget about. It does look like this is the only operation we actually need to be setting. And we are already in our style goal. No, wait, we are not. We're pretty close to the style goal, not quite as close to the durability goal. So I would like to go for durability first and foremost, but then again the question is, I'm guessing this costs me more, doesn't it? Let's have a look at material. So if I was going to go for this handle right here, okay, and oh wow, that's actually a lot of work to set that stuff up. So this way I would have 270 bucks in material costs for $8.99 in salaries, and this way it is yeah, it's a lot less, isn't it? It is a lot less. I mean, then again, the thing is though, we will need to actually invest in like the more expensive materials in every other place as well. Wait, so let's maybe do it this way. All right, let's just start with the raw wood everywhere. Just like that. Now we've got 2,352. Okay. Oh, no, I mean, honestly, no. We can't really go for all the expensive materials down here. That will be... No, I think it is pretty surely the better choice to go for this thing instead. So let's go that way. Let's go for the highest strength right here. We are already at the style goal. We are not quite... Ah, I see. Okay, so I could go for this for a start. Or... How much strength? No, how much design does it add, rather? That's an important question. So I could go for OSB boards, or I could go for 3 times darkwood, which would be an on-top cost of 8, 16, 20. If I've got... No, I don't have enough slots for that. Let's see. So right now we're at 24.30. So if I was going for darkwood, and like the cheapest places possible, we would be at 27.90. Now, if I was going only for OSB boards right here, and the cheap wood everywhere else, okay, so that's not the better option then. Alright, so we're going to go 3 times darkwood, just like we did right there, which I think that looks pretty interesting, to say the least. And, yeah, that makes us hit all our targets. Great stuff. Now we just need to actually start by linking things up, and that's definitely the wrong place to be doing that, so, let's fix the camera right there. Let's start gluing things together, doing straight cuts and all that stuff. We've, as always, got a lot of straight cuts, only a few smelty things. And speaking of smelty things, I really need another smelting station. I think I should probably take care of that, or maybe, you know, maybe we'll actually get some improved tools in that regard. I would very much appreciate that too. Let's see. Maybe I can have a look at the research schedule later on and see just like when we will actually get the respective metalworking facilities there that will hopefully allow us to do this stuff a bit quicker. With that said, everything's assigned. All the materials have been chosen. We are at our current targets. Production is batched as well, so let me go and execute this stuff. Let me go and fast forward this 2 times speed as always to get things going. And, well, then, you know, get going, guys. Come on. Get all this stuff out, and hopefully they'll start work really soon. For the time being, I think I'll leave this as the secondary project, but if I see that this stuff starts going too red too quickly, I'll just move it up to primary to make sure that people are working on it with the necessary speed. Because, like, I don't know, I feel we have got a lot of spare operators. I mean, we've got a lot of idle workstations, which does make sense, but I feel that overall, now that we've got, like, what, 13, 14 operators? How many did we have? We've got 15 workers out of that 4. So we've got, like, 11 operators. So I feel we're probably somewhat good to just have it as a secondary project with all those leftover workers and, you know, things like production steps actually getting completed more and more right here. So I'm thinking that should overall be pretty fine. Because look at this, like, we only have like a few joints. Actually, wait, do we have more remaining here? It looks like it, but it's really not that much, and I mean, after that, these will be freed up, and we can reuse those workstations for our other projects, so I think overall it's pretty fine. And with that said, by the way, let's take care of some repair work, because I haven't done that in a while, yet again, so I'm just gonna queue the ones that look the worst, if that makes sense. I think that's about fine for the time being, so that's getting repaired then. No fizzing, no hissing, no explosions as well, hopefully. And with that said, look at that, our first kitchen multi-tool standing right here, you know, with the scissors and the knives and everything else that they have available just right there. And oh, look at that, everything just getting assembled very nicely. And somebody just fell over, didn't they? I heard the sound. That was another work accident right there. But look at this. Look at that. We've got so much of a buffer. I think it's really, really nice. And at this point, it does look like we're overall like done with the primary stuff, and it's really just more about final assembly more than anything. So I think that's pretty neat. Like, I am feeling we're probably even going to get to a place where we are going to have some more idle workers soon. And speaking of idle workers, right? I've kind of noticed that we're idling around like 13, 15 breakpoints right here, which is very nice, I'll have to say. So I do feel I want to hire another 2 workers, because I'm pretty sure we can take it. And I would love to just use those workers to, well, firstly, you know, get them level up for stars and everything, so I can train them into something. And, well, maybe we can actually start getting 3 products going at a time, slowly but surely. So let's get another 2 operators. Let's get them going. Let's specialize this guy, maybe. And we have got a lot of these guys. We've only got 1 plastic dude, which is fine. I mean, we've honestly not got that many... oh, hello, new workers. And, we've honestly not got that much machinery, but I feel that for the amount of metalworking machinery we've got, and considering that we're getting more and more metalworking into the queue, I think let's specialize him to be a metal specialist as well. Cool. So with that said and done, and this all being turned over to final assembly right now, I think I want to have another look at the market. And we've still got this project, which I would really like to do, but we will need a sewing station for that, so maybe it is about time to get that going too. But for now, this one's interesting as well, I have to say. What do I need for that? Oh, that's a large complexity project, isn't it? Maybe not something I want to do just yet. I think that's gonna be pretty big. Let's maybe not do that just yet. That seems to be one of these advanced thingies, which I'm sure is going to be very, very complicated to do. So instead, what could we do? I don't really want to make something that's very metal, woodworking heavy, so I would want something that's either a lot of metal or a bit of plastic. And I mean, I could make another kitchen multi-tool, right? But I do have 11 of that already, and I'm making 20, and there's only demand for 26 units, so I'm really not feeling like that. I don't know, that's very low demand, and I'm already... Great. There's my dishwasher in the background. What a nice recording once more, isn't it? I'm really sorry for that, guys. I hope you really don't hear it that badly. Isn't that great, though? But I really don't want to, you know, risk completely oversaturating the market. So maybe instead, let me move this thing to over here for the time being. Yep, just like that. Thanks a lot. The munchy trash can. And then... I'm pretty sure I'm just going to expand this thing here outwards a bit and get some sewing stuff in here, because I think that's something we do pretty badly need, and we've got a lot of potential room size left in this. I think going for something like this should be pretty fine. I'm going to need to pull these walls down in return just to make sure that everything's attached properly, and that with that change I am hoping that we can get like a sewing station or two in there, maybe even like a painting booth or something, you know. That would kind of be where I would want to go with that, and then maybe even have like a space left over for a door, and then have another export storage over here and make all this like general storage only. So yeah, that's the idea right there. I hope that's going to work out the way that I intended to. For the time being, here are the workers. Let's watch them plunk away very quickly at all these walls and pulling this thing up for us. And then I'm going to go and use all this extra space as quickly as possible. I don't want to interrupt the final assembly too badly, but I think it's overall going pretty fine. So moving these things for like 2 seconds shouldn't be the biggest issue in the world. Given the size of the expansion, though, that I'm doing here, I have to say I'm really wondering why they only sent me 2 workers. I could have done with a third one, honestly, but, well, guess they just didn't feel like giving me that extra work. With that said, I'm going to move these out to the corners here. And, Let me think. So, question being also, how badly do we need sewing? Is one sewing station going to be enough, or is it going to be a bottleneck if I only have one? That's something that I'm really not sure about, so maybe I can have a look at something like this. And just start creating the plan and just find out how much sewing we would actually need for something along these lines. And look at that, by the way. We've already fulfilled all the targets, which has probably got to do with the fact that there has been a more expensive material listed in that, but other than that, I can't even do something wrong right here. I can just choose whatever I want, just whatever I think looks better, which is interesting, which is very, very interesting. But with that said, so you've got stuff like stuffing and white saddle, green saddle, red saddle. Doesn't seem they have black, so maybe just white. And yeah, I've obviously not got that station yet, but like, I'm really kind of wondering. It doesn't seem like it's just 7 saddles for. I think it's honestly kind of fine to just have 1 sewing station, because you got to think about it, right? You make 7 bicycles, you need 7 saddles, so it's like 7 times the process. Even if you make like a couch or something, I can't imagine like maybe you need like 2 cushions for 1 couch, but I can't imagine it would be that crazy. So I think just starting out with 1 and then seeing where we're going with this is probably a fine choice. So let's do that. I'm going to plunk a sewing station right up here. I am going to also resize these in zones just to make a little more space for imports and general storage to, you know, get this going a bit better. I'm also going to link this to wait, no, what? No. I would like to link this to that. Okay. That's... right, it's not ordered. Okay, that's the issue. Let's do it now then. Okay, perfect. And then we have our first sewing station. I think if once we've gotten that up and running, I kind of feel like, actually, I also feel like selling this and getting something else in here. Let's do that. So, just gonna get an arcade in here. I like that idea. Okay, just like that. And that should, yeah, 41 mood, I think, is pretty decent, most likely. So, gonna do that then. Here goes the first station being built, and, well, now we'll get another truck that'll hopefully give me the rest of the stuff that I need, and there we go. So, that means more storage space for me. A sewing station right here. Fancy arcade right there. I mean, that thing looks pretty fun. And, well, overall a lot nicer, I think, and then I would really like to get an export storage over here. And I think with, like, the extra space that I have, I should probably be fine to have a door right here and, like, a painting booth right here. Only issue, I think, will actually be if we ever need another sewing station. So, just something to watch out for, I suppose, but maybe we can potentially... I'm not actually too sure we can expand that way. How did I buy plots again? This way. So, I mean, it does look like I could expand this way a bit, so not totally impossible, but okay, that's absolutely fine. Let's go. Whoopsie, sorry for that one. Let's go out of the plot view again. We've still got a lot of money, so I'm just looking to spend a bit more of that, I think. And I am going to spend it on construction, which I am going to have take place right here. And, oh. No. Let's cancel that. Let's do that again. I didn't really want to bulldoze those walls. So, 10 by 10.5 meters, still very fine for room size, I think. I just measure this? I can. That's interesting. I actually never saw that part, but that's very cool. I am going to get a door in here then. I'm going to order it like that. That's going to be a lot of work. Is swarming my factory now, I think, because that's a very big room. And, well, that room is then going to be my export storage. And, well, that way I think this whole cycle is a bit more complete, and I can just use this, like, a lot more properly. I've got a lot more export storage. I don't run into these issues again where like catapults and I don't have any more space or anything. So I think that's overall just a lot better for my purpose, and it's super close to like the assembly table, so it's super close to final assembly as well. Not really like a huge moving distance. So I'm overall pretty happy with that idea. And speaking of like space and everything, maybe I should actually get like a few more storage shelves for like some of these input input zones. I think that may be a good idea. But with that said, for the time being, I totally forgot a door. No, wait. Okay, they're already leaving. No chance. Rip. Well, anyway, so let me get a zone in right here. Then I'm gonna try and get it outwards. Oh, he stayed. Thanks so much, mate. Very much appreciated. With that said, I'm going to try not to get it totally filled in towards the door, so like people can actually still move around rather quickly. But this is then going to be my new export zone right here, export only. And then I am going to go and have a quick look into here, I suppose. Yep. Uh-oh. Something is hissing away. I heard it. Good stuff. I should probably check that again in just a second as well, but for the time being, let me get like 2 large shelves for this export zone right here, and the rest I'm just gonna leave open for space for like bigger items like catapults and the likes. I think that's probably a decent choice. And with that said, now I don't have space anywhere really to put up some shelves. Actually, I do. I'm just going to put like a small shelf right here, I think. Or maybe actually even right here. Let's do that. Just going to put a small shelf right there then. And this mess I'll have to sort in a second anyway. So let's order it like that. This, we've got a repair ordered. Yeah, we do. Okay, so I'm going to go through a few more tables and get some repairs ordered. We've also got these things finished. So let's deliver those to the open market. Make some of the money back that I just spent. Because as you guys can see, I'm spending that money left and right now like crazy, which is absolutely fine, I think. I mean, we are really speeding up the expansion now with a lot more money rolling in, and I am overall very happy with that, I'll have to say. I think I think that's pretty great. We are expanding at a very rapid rate. We're getting a lot more workers coming in, getting a lot more nice equipment that's hopefully going to be helpful for us. And, well, with that said, a truck is en route for this stuff, which is great. And then once we have sold off these machines, which will happen in just a second, so I hope. Okay, just like that, then I am going to just re-declare this to general storage instead. And this is going to stay our export only zone right there. And with that said, I feel like moving this large shelf to over here instead, so maybe we can have some bigger items stored in this space right there. And this potted plant can honestly go into the corner right there. Do we even need it? We don't have any stuff that would lower the mood in there, do we? It's the wrong thing. This is what I want to... Yeah. Why do I even have that potted plant in there still? I don't even know. So we can save ourselves some space that way. I'm going to move that large shelf right here up against the wall. Probably like that. I think that's fine. And, well, look at that. Large shelves like right here. A small shelf right there. And now I've got this mess to clean up, which is, yeah. That's a bit weird, isn't it? So, how am I gonna do this in, like, the best way possible? I'm really not quite sure right now. The thing is that this is obviously super inefficient. Now, can I move this to here? No, I can't, because the doorway's in the way. That's very annoying. Let me look at what alternatives I have. I've obviously got that thing in there already. Don't want to have a lounge table because these are pretty big. Could you move on an arcade in here? Which wouldn't quite cover my mood needs if I was going to tear all these 4 down, 3 down. And there's the flippin' dishwasher again. I'm really sorry, guys. The timing for me recording this episode today, as you can probably tell, is absolutely bad. But with that said, so this is like 60 mood, right? This is like 70 altogether. So I would need another 10 mood, which I'm not sure where I would get that from. I could place a cactus, I suppose, which would overall need less space, wouldn't it? Not actually 100% sure it would. See, like, the thing is that this arcade machine, right, is pretty big, actually. Is it? Wait, is it just 2 slots? It's just 2 slots, is it? Let's just sell this stuff here. 1, 2, let's get rid of that real quick. Just like that. Okay, and then let's go and get an arcade machine that I'm gonna... Yeah, okay, that's a lot better. I can move the billboard up against this wall instead. Actually, no. Can I... Wait, oh, God. Yeah, I'm gonna move it up against that wall so that way I've got a bit more storage space left, and then that's going to be way more efficient. And I'm gonna have some mood left over on top of that. Totally forgot to order the arcade. I'm sorry, guys. I know you're all very low on mood now, but there we go. Okay, good stuff. So I think with that done, we've now kind of set up a lot better for the future, right? We've got this export storage right here, which looks like we're already using that nicely. Look at how much space we've got left. Isn't that great? We've got these white drawers producing here now. I've got my sewing table that I can now use to make some bicycles that I will now have to plan. But I think that is something that I will make happen in the next episode. So a lot of expansion happening this episode. A lot of money coming in as well. So I do hope that you guys did enjoy this episode. And if you did, as always, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always very much help out the channel. And if you're new around here and liked this episode and would like to stay around for more of my content, also definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as the bell icon right next to it to stay up to date on all of my future upcoming episodes. And with that said, guys, as always, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.